Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering Duels of the Poop Scoopers. Poop scooping all day and all night. That's the log line for the game. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I didn't until just now, actually. I can't believe I've played so many hours and didn't actually read the damn thing.
I know, right? It's amazing, but yeah, it's a pretty common mistake, pretty common error people make. Actually, you know what? I would play a poop scooping simulator.
Oh, I can give you a
guarantee
shovel
that I can find
backyard.
that for you on Game Jolt right now.
Why even need a game? Just go to like a dog park with a shovel. You'd be good.
Yeah, you could do some public good.
Xbox controller on the ground. Sorry.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and mulligan. All right then. Well, it's a good game.
I'm at a weird impasse. I think I'm gonna keep this hand, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat, Nick.
I'm not in a boat. Like I got into the water. I was waiting for my boat to spawn, and it spawned like a plank. And it was like, oh, would you like to try again? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then it gave me half a plank.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm really not liking the way this is going.
What is a boat except a bunch of planks put together, right? So like you were pretty much there.
Yeah. I mean, a boat by any other name.
Couldn't smell as sweet.
Yep. Boats smell real sweet.
They smell so sweet.
Boaty.
If you blow up a boat, and I've done this in experiences in life, if you blow up a boat, all of the fragments that come out of it are actually little mini boats. Did you know that? You can actually just lay across them, and you'll survive.
I'm on a boat.
I did not know that. That's amazing. Did you ever know that escalators can never break? They can only become stairs.
I mean, with enough blunt force, I bet you can break them.
Yeah, maybe.
I always wish that all escalators had a little lever that you could pull where all of the stairs angle at 45 degrees and it becomes a slide.
That would be so funny.
That'd be amazing.
Because you see that in cartoons all the time, and it's like, I want that to be real.
I mean, the only reason that you would use that button is for abuse, though.
Yeah, if you're trying to make a great escape, you run up, pursuer's coming up behind you.
Oh my
pull
god,
a lever.
Assassin's Creed 6 is going to have that feature.
Oh, maybe. When is Assassin's Creed gonna actually go to the modern era? Because like I feel like that was the promise. Yeah, that was the promise since the first one, and it's been like how long since that one came out?
You gotta take a bite out of Desmond's Eden apple, I think, and then you eventually end up in the future.
I don't want to touch
his apple.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Bite the shit out of his apple, man. You don't know what kind of magic is in there.
I want to bite his apple.
Can you not?
It's nasty. Sorry.
Horses love to bite an apple. Big old chompers.
Yeah.
Well, they like to eat them more, though, I think.
Yeah, probably. Whenever landed, +1/+1. Oh, damn, that's a good card.
Snap, son.
What the hell is this?
Snaps on.
Snaps on, snaps off.
Snaps on, snaps off, snaps on. Whoever thought that the clap on was a good idea? Because like that, I'm sure, like I've never used it, but I'm sure considering how voice control works, that it can't lead to good things. Like you probably turn, like if you have your sound on your television, you probably.
I've seen a couple of clappers, or I've used a couple of clappers, and it requires a very specific, like, thing.
It's like a very sharp attack on a sound.
Yeah, and you have to do two of them, so it is literally clap, clap, and you have to. It has like a. It's pretty accurate. You'd be surprised how accurate it is.
Claps at a frequency that I would imagine the human voice very rarely attains, and it, like I said, it's not voice recognition. It's just it hears a specific.
Right.
Attenuation, I guess, is the word.
Still, though, like I feel like it's probably it could lead to some things where you lose your sound.
Xbox off. I fucked over some of you.
All of them are gone. They're all gone. All of our viewers. They're all Xbox
really?
One
I really wanted to use that.
Yeah.
That was the reason that I wanted that hand, I think.
Oh, really?
That's a bummer.
If I wanted this in my starting hand, it
play
was.
Any creatures at all. That's the reason I wanted this hand.
Yeah, that's always good.
Can you not? You know, no. Can you not? Can you not?
You're gonna Doomblade?
I'm Doombladed, all right. Leave me alone.
Okay, fine. But yeah, I mean, you just don't have any things. So
none of the things, like zero things.
Yeah, you're out of things.
My thing is very low.
It's undying.
Oh no!
Pretty sure you guys will kill it anyway.
No, I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
You guys
He's
want to
got
talk
good
about the new
blades.
YouTube update? There are some things that they added recently.
Like,
Yeah.
they added things. I was under the impression.
No, there's aside from the thing I was being cynical about, they actually did add some actual features. But the thing I was being cynical about is that they just made it take like extra clicks to get to the video manager of your channel, which I don't get at all. I was assuming that maybe the best case scenario is that it has something to do with them syncing everything up with the iOS app that they're going to make. There's going to be a creator app that is for people who specifically use YouTube as like their living, and they can like edit stuff from their phone, which sounds cool. Maybe it has your analytics. Maybe you can check in, see what your stuff was for the day. I don't know when that's coming out, but I think this summer at some point.
This summer, YouTube new. Sorry.
And probably it'll require iOS 7, which my phone like doesn't run.
I don't even have
and
an iPhone, so
iOS 8 coming in the fall, and I'll just need a new phone to run that entirely. Yeah, but they also added 60 frame per second support for videos, which is kind of a big deal.
Oh, wow, really? That's
Yeah,
been
I
30
heard
for
about
so
that.
long.
yeah, that is pretty cool.
I'm glad
Thing
we're
is-
in the year 2008 now for YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty weird how that is. But it kind of does this weird thing where I've been rendering all my videos in 60 FPS the entire time, and I just let YouTube do the crunching of those frames, which is
Yeah.
probably irresponsible of me. I should probably do that in Vegas. But I have all like my whole backlog of 1,800 videos is all 30 frames per second uploaded. And now everything from
Right.
this point on is going to be 60.
Oh, did that
So-
just... Great.
You just
Oh, no, it didn't.
Let me-
Okay. I thought...
What just
yeah.
happened? You have a 9 flyer.
No.
yeah. He did the thing.
I
the
didn't do
Xing
anything.
Combo.
You mean-
How do you always get that combo when you're using?
Are you
tech?
serious?
You always get that.
You're not going to let me have a
a
2-2 and you take a 9 flyer.
I haven't even. Well, I mean, I can't kill that one, but 6 lives sacrifice 3
Jesus
lives rather than even
Christ.
flying trample. Ugh, God, jeez. Well,
Gotta do what I gotta do.
yeah, that's fair.
Oh, that's a fun little friend.
Yeah, he's a torch
I'm
friend.
not, I can't really attack you guys. I'm very outnumbered in terms of creatures.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're fine. Don't
I'm
give me
fine.
that.
I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'll deal with it.
Does that mean Vine Lasher's back?
No, you exiled it.
Oh, that's right. I did. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's why I used that card. I'm
Yeah.
a smart Magic player.
You did it. Oh, I love that
God,
card. That is I think
stretchy.
that's one of my favorite cards.
Speaking of YouTube things, I just had a video copyright claimed on my channel, so that was pretty annoying.
That was me. I did that.
It was you did that. You are Akin Media, the Turkish radio
I was
company.
gonna say you are Occam's razor.
You're Occam's razor. Yeah. No, I had my video claimed for 7.avi. So that was cool. That was pretty lame. That
was
wasn't
pretty cool. I don't know.
Is this-
wasn't very
Are
excited.
you giving me the platform now to explain what all of that means to everyone again?
You could if you want.
Because I've done it a few times already, but I feel like
Fine.
every time we bring it up, I feel like I have to qualify it, otherwise people get the wrong information.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still shitty no matter what. That, like, in general, like, what you have to know is that it's kind of shitty that that the way the system works is it automatically takes your video down no matter what happens in the copyright claim, because for some reason, despite American law being the complete opposite, and I would imagine the law in pretty much every country on earth, the burden of proof is on the accused, not the accuser on YouTube. So it automatically assumes that they have a right to claim your video, which leads to companies like what I assume happened here had an auto claim bot and automatically claimed my content. So,
Alright, so the way it works is there's a pool called the Copyright Content ID Match System, and anyone that exists can upload anything they want into this pool, and apologies if you've already heard me explain this before, and it will go around, and every now and then they'll do a wave where they will scan every file that exists on YouTube and see if any element of video or audio matches up with the content, or even images. You can actually get a match for an image now, which I didn't know.
yeah.
And I guess an image is just a still frame from a video, right? So I guess that's pretty obvious. So it'll find certain things, and depending on what the stipulation is of the person who put that content into the pool, it will take a certain action. One of the actions is you can choose to track that content anywhere on the internet, so if people are in the right to be using this content, you can just see what happens with it. You can follow their analytics, you can see what their statistics are, and see where your content is propagating, and that can be very useful in cases where you want to follow something for whatever reason. You can also set it to remove monetization and put your own ads on things, which is the very common thing that we see most content providers doing with people like Nintendo, or, well, maybe not Nintendo, because they actually prefer that it's just taken down. And that's the third thing you can do, is just have the video removed up until the point where something is figured out and sorted. And then the process then lies on you. You can dispute this claim. You can provide content or some sort of a proof that it's fair use. And then hopefully the person who set that claim on your thing will go ahead and review that claim and see that they didn't mean to put that claim on your shit in the first place. Then they'll release it and everything's fine. Sometimes they still dispute it though, and then you have one option to appeal it, where it is then reviewed by a YouTube staff member of some kind. And if they choose to release it, then you're all good. If they don't choose to release it, then you get a copyright strike on your account. You get 3 of those and they shut down your account. So very likely in this case, no malice was intended. It was apparently some radio show, so I'm imagining that they probably have hours and hours of content uploaded, and they've put them all in the copyright ID system, or the content ID system, and basically it just goes ahead and matches anything that's in that. They probably forgot they even put whatever the sound effect is that triggered it that was in Rob's video, and when they see that they got this claim on it, they'll probably release it and everything will be fine. But it's not doom and gloom, it's just really obnoxious, because in this case they chose to take the video down for the time being, which means that he can't be getting views, which means that he's not getting paid for the content that he provided because of one errant sound effect. So, it's a silly system.
Yeah.
But Rob was thinking that it was a strike, and it's not a strike.
Well, I mean, it's still a copyright claim. It's not the same as a content ID match, which is, kind of almost harmless, besides the fact that they take away your money. But, I mean, I've heard horror stories of YouTube either just not even looking at the appeals or anything. So, I mean, that's a possibility here, too. I could just get a copyright strike. We'll see what happens. But I disputed the claim, and, the video's back up. Oh, all right, I guess sure.
On the first appeal... Oh, great. On the first appeal, you can't get a strike. The first appeal just goes to the person who put the claim on in the first place. So unless you get, like, a DMCA takedown notice, which you didn't, it was just from some random media company, that's the only way you're going to get a strike straight out. Unless YouTube, for some reason, just fucking hates you, and they won't do that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll see exactly what happens. I don't know. Still pretty lame, and it's pretty stupid that is how the system works, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense legally, but, that's
the worst that can possibly happen is your video stays down, and you've already countered that by uploading a new version of the video without that effect in it, so... It does suck, though, if you had views on it, because they'll be gone.
Yeah.
But that's the lesson to everybody out there, is if you ever get a claim on something that you feel was an error, always dispute it at least once. Well, dispute it once, not twice. If you dispute it once and you get rejected, that's when you're in trouble. If you dispute it again, the first time, nothing bad can happen.
Damn.
I was so hoping you would do that.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize that Bloodpyre Elemental can only be used every time I cast a sorcery.
Oh, right, I gotcha.
That was my plan, actually, if you...
that would have been pretty good. But, it's just, that would have destroyed Nick's hopes and dreams.
Yeah, no, that would have, yeah, but
you think I have hopes and dreams?
No, I mean, everyone has hopes and dreams.
Not everyone, no.
Some people have hopes and dreams.
They're gonna say zombies have hopes and dreams.
Zombies have hope. No, they do.
Brains. There's one other feature, too, of the new YouTube update that's supposed to be coming up this summer, and they're going to be rolling out some way to pay content creators for their efforts directly. And I don't know how exactly this is going to manifest, but people seem to be throwing around the idea that it will be something comparable to Patreon, where you might be able to sponsor content creators based on what they make. And if they do, well, I guess YouTubers won't be using Patreon anymore, most likely. What do you think about that?
I think that's a good idea. I think Twitch's system works really well, and it's, a pretty cool idea. Sorry, hold on. I'm thinking about something right now.
And card and long, like a penis.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
You
could just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know, that would be a good way to decide. You don't have to hide that. Yeah, I mean that's what everyone assumes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But I mean, like, I'm basically open to get killed by Nick, but I think I might do enough damage to kill, or like, do enough damage to at least make Nick consider killing you instead of
dead.
me.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
we're both dead actually. Nick wins.
Can he kill us both right now?
He needs 20 damage.
Know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I don't
10,
have
11,
enough
12,
to kill
13,
both
14,
of you.
15, 16, 17. Oh, you're down 2 damage. If you can find 2 damage somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't have creatures with haste in this, I don't think, so most likely I can.
That's all right though.
There's
like,
buffs in that deck. You won. Like you basically won.
Yeah, you pretty much.
Because what you can do is you can split your creatures against both of us,
it.
bring one of us down to 2, kill the other, and then the next turn you just overwhelm that person.
Well, I obviously don't want a 9/9 flyer sticking around. That's a thing that's not happening.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That would be your main thing, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta try the scavenge out. That looks like a thing I might be interested in.
That does seem pretty cool. I read that card.
Yet again, Rob sacrifices himself.
Entirely
to
understand what it
destroy
does.
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna throw this
100%
in here too, just to make sure. And yeah.
Wait, you're not gonna put anything on Rob?
Well, because if he did that, then
I'm open to attack on the next round.
Yeah.
Well, I am anyway, because you have 3 flyers, so I'm gonna be taking 5 damage now.
Yeah.
So I've basically got 1 turn.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rob actually might have been the better choice to kill first there, because I could only do assuredly 9 damage to you.
He can assuredly do 5 damage to me. That is less than 9.
Well, the thing is his 3/3 ruins any chances of you attacking him now.
Yeah, that's what I was. But see, I don't understand. I don't know when that instance of damage happens. Does it happen after the combat phase?
After
I think
it dies. The second it dies, 3 damage to everyone.
Right, so if I attack him, I have to have enough to kill all of his creatures and still kill him afterward.
Yeah, because all of your creatures die.
Yeah.
Except for the 2/4/2/4s. Well, yeah, with the... I don't know.
I mean, eventually if it works out, I don't know about the math, but if it works out favorably for me, then it'll just be like it'll be a dice roll game because I don't have any cards in my hand and you don't have any cards in your hand. But I don't know if
I'm gonna quell the angry comments right now. Nick, you have reach cards.
Oh, do I really?
Yeah, you have 2 of them.
The Penumbra Spider. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's fine
cool.
though. I'm not gonna attack him. My flyers are still defending me. So. Yeah.
Oh, that.
Oh boy.
Dueling season.
Oh dear.
Well, what do I have to put counters on other than the scavenge stuff? Because I don't know how to use that, and those need to be dead first.
Yeah,
you already have
a card draw game, I think, again.
I don't have
It might
anything in my graveyard to scavenge, so I think it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If I had that creature that you exiled first, that would have been the shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wait,
That's
no, that's
glad I
actually...
exiled it.
Do they count as counters in that case?
Yes.
Oh, they do, okay.
What you really want is Hydra.
Oh, this will be handy.
Well, I mostly wanted that card out just to get the mana out of the way since I had extra.
I think Nick's pretty much got it. I mean, there's
damn
not
it.
much.
I think so too, but if I draw something amazing, I don't know. Who knows?
Well, my
Maybe-
damage is super diffused, right? So, like, you'd have to kill a bunch of things to get me...
Let's
less
just play all our lands first. Before
I know.
Yeah, before we decide what to
Oh.
do. So I still think
Again.
my play was effective. Of like killing Austin.
No, I think you're an ass.
Sure.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You never let me have.
It wasn't that one was not a grudging thing. That was like a strategic play to keep myself alive.
Nick would have killed you first and not me, he would have won already. Because I would have had 1 turn to do damage to him. I would have 9 damage, and then he could have all out attacked me. I only had 1 blocker. Actually, I would have had no blockers because I would have had to attack him. So I would have just died instantly.
Do you have something that's giving you health, Nick?
No, I've been at 11 for the whole game pretty much.
Ooh.
Oh, that was you checking to make sure I didn't go back up.
Well, if Rob draws 2 more lava axes, I mean, that's pretty much...
I assume there's 4 of them in his deck.
Oh, there's 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you could always win by lava axe, even from the very beginning.
I could, yeah, that's true.
Lava axe is a... I can imagine someone just having 4 lava axes, just playing all 4 of them in like 2 turns.
I think you can only have 3 of the same card in your deck at one time.
Have...
You can have 4? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. It was 3.
I'm like 80% sure it's 4.
Google it, son.
Okay, this card seems kind of like bullshit, but let's try it.
You ain't recording. What is this?
Oh, that's one. Yeah, that one's cool.
Well, from what I can tell, it sounds like you can't ever have more than 1 counter that you actually get that effect from, right? So even if you have multiple, it doesn't matter because... So, like, why word it that way? Like, you're going to get a bunch of counters. You're not. You're only going to get 1.
You're getting 4.
Yeah.
You remove 1 quest counter.
You get 1 quest counter, though, ever.
Yeah, but that's still because you have doubling season. That's 8 counters right now.
Right. Alright,
yeah,
well, that means I'm going to do this.
Yeah, that forces Rob to either let 2 damage go through or give you 8 counters. It's a difficult decision. 8 counters it is.
Thank you.
Well, it doesn't have trample, right? So like,
nothing he has trample.
Yeah, so that'll just die, and I just have less defense.
I don't think you understand the strategy that I just did.
Oh yeah, well I mean there's 2 options really.
You should have just taken the damage, I would think.
No, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage. Oh, to a creature, damn it.
Yeah, not to a player.
Ah, fuck. Alright, well, that's still fine though. It doesn't really change things too much. Besides the fact that I have less creatures.
It means that you can't fucking hit me with flyers anymore, that's all.
Oh, yeah, he put on his reach card. Also...
I'm not gonna hit you with flyers anyway, but...
Oh, well, it's actually dangerous being at 6 life to bring yourself down to 3.
It's okay, I think I got this.
Oh boy.
So the idea is that if I attack with all of this shit, doesn't matter if he kills it all, the damage is dead before he kills all the creatures, yes?
Yeah.
Because every goddamn thing on the board is going to die. Actually, except for my 11/11, that'll be fine, so... I should really be attacking regardless.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, I have a lot of damage sitting here.
No.
Board clear. Do a board clear.
If that had a better option for me.
If you would have drawn anything that did 3 damage.
Yeah, no, exactly. If I had 3 damage, then
anything with 3 damage wins.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I don't know if it finishes out the phase. Maybe it doesn't. But if it does, then we get a draw.
Let's find out.
All right. So I block that.
Block
that.
3 3s. That's the best.
I can't fucking tell.
I know, man.
You're preaching to the choir. How many times does this happen to each one of us?
Wait until 2015, man. Deck construction. There won't be light beams everywhere. They're gonna change the background color. It'll be the most amazing experience you've ever seen.
Get out of here, Jesus Christ! How the fuck? All right.
Another
it makes
battle
you
of
feel any
attrition.
better. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm not actually sure what you're trying to do specifically.
Just block all of your highest damage, and I don't think I achieved that goal.
You didn't block the 11/11, I think.
No, I did.
I thought you took the blocker off of it, because I don't see a... I did not see a light beam going to that one.
No, I did. The one... I used my Phoenix to
Alright, commenters can tell us if that's the case.
Yeah.
Anyway, GG.
Yeah, GG. That was close-ish. You know. If I had drawn just, like, well, I don't know what does 3 damage, like the Soul Fire, not the Soul Fire. That deck doesn't have it, but something like that, like a Shock. Shock would actually be 1 damage less than I needed. That's unfortunate.
You know, I really didn't get what Austin was saying at first. I really thought that I took the proper course of action, but after I thought about it more, you know, if I was more confident, he was right. Yeah, it probably would have been the better strategic option to kill him first. Or kill you first, rather.
Maybe.
No, for sure. He would have won instantly. I could only do 9 damage.
It was the interplay of the attack versus block situation is what would have made the difference, and I just wasn't thinking that far ahead.
True. Yeah, that's true. But that's why I played the mind games.
Oh,
being like, yeah, I wanna tell you that Austin's open to get murdered.
Well, I just had the emotional visceral
reaction. I said it while it was happening. I said, oh, you should kill Rob.
It's like, man, I really don't want to get hit by a 9/9 flyer. That's good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Your mind games aren't good enough, Austin. That's all it is.
I was losing either way.
Plant that seed.
You ain't got no meta. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was still a close-ish game. I didn't think I'm pretty sure I didn't have any chance to win at any point, though. Unfortunately.
I felt like I lost as soon as I lost my spiraling card at the very beginning that got the counters from land. I was like, man, I got a lot of land in this hand, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Rob took care of it for me, so...
Mm-hmm. I didn't have a lot of lands. I mean, I had a lot of lands.
Looking back, I could have won if I would have saved the Doomblade, because then I could have killed your 3/3, and that would have killed all of Nyx and your creatures.
Yep.
And then I would have had the 9. Yeah.
Yeah, you made it emotional.
But I had to do that because that was 6 damage, and I was already like at 16 health, so I'd have been down to 10 life.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to buy time.
Yeah. True.
I don't know, to take 6 damage for a 9/9 flyer, I would do that most of the time. Unless I physically didn't have enough life to sustain it. Like, that's a really big advantage.
I was still 2 turns away from the 9/9 flyer at that point.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, with the Doomblade, you would have killed all of my and Nyx creatures. And then probably would have won, I guess.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah. That's magic, and that's the whole thing with the Magic the Gathering when you're playing with the cards and stuff like that. You know, that's just kind of how it goes in there in the hood. It's good in the hood. You know what I'm saying there?
No, please keep going.
I kind of blanked out during that. Like I don't really remember what I said.
I can call a doctor.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I probably should. It's like a multiple personality syndrome. And before anybody says don't joke about multiple personality syndrome because blah 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 blah. It's not even in DSM-5.
Are they like adult versions of Blues from Blue's Clues?
But multiple personality disorder is not even in DSM-5. Or well, okay, so I think it is actually in DSM-5, but it is still questionable of whether or not it can be considered a disorder just because it is suggestible.
Let's be honest. When you first said it, probably 5% chance of someone making that comment. Now 85% chance.
I mean, you can argue with all of the psychologists in the world if you want, but
no, they'll just be arguing with you, and by extension, me.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. Look it up, man. It's suggestible. So, not saying that it doesn't happen, but I'm just saying it's suggestible.
We're not actually insensitive people. It's fine.
Yeah,
we don't mean any
comments
harm.
from AlpacaPatrol do not represent the total.
They don't even represent AlpacaPatrol sometimes. We just say silly things and don't anybody take it too seriously.
For the most part, yeah, true that. But the magic and the duels of the planes and the walkers happened as well.
Did you know they were giving away an alpaca at SGDQ?
They gave away the little.
Not like a real alpaca. It was like a little stuffed one with sunglasses. Really adorable. I wanted to win it and then send it to Rob.
Believe me, you should look at my Twitter because
people have told you about this.
I think it's the only thing that was on my Twitter feed for the past week. It was like,
That's
hey,
surprising.
did you know you're at SGDQ? Wow, you look. really good at SGDQ. Hey, look at you, SGDQ. Hey, did you know that there's an
what's
alpaca in
gonna do?
SGDQ?
Hey, what?
Not that I'm like,
Fuck
I
all
love
you
all.
Twitter interaction people trying to be friendly about things.
No,
Did you
but
guys
I'm
know
just
bear
saying-
is a bear? Fuck, yeah.
we've mentioned this before, but like whenever there's like a new funny bear picture that's popular or a new funny alpaca picture that's popular, it's like we see it a million times, and it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with doing it. I like it. I do like it. It's funny to mention as well that
Basically,
it's my entire Twitter feed. Yeah.
See, this is why I bet on the right horse. There's not going to be a lot of really funny rock meme pictures.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unless pet rocks come back in a big way.
Oh god, I remember that.
They could be.
You know, that's funny. Pet Rock makes me think of Chia Pet, and then Chia Pet makes me think of that crazy fucking Shrek Chia Pet that I found on eBay. Why did I not buy that? I should have bought that.
That's the 3 degrees of Shrekeration.
Shrekeration.
You can always link it back to Shrek.
In 3 steps.
Do you
You know
know
he's a
why the
vlogger
6
now.
degrees?
Shrek.
Really?
Yeah, they put him up as a vlogger. He's got his own channel, I think, and he's just talking about life in the swamp. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, do you know why the 6 degrees of separation work?
Because
It always works. Always.
Sociology? I don't know.
No, it's actually just math. Basically it's like multiplicative. So by the time you get to 6, it is actually impossible for you to not have a link between one human and another human because there just simply aren't enough humans.
Okay.
This is a math thing. So that's
Well,
why the
let's
6
be
degrees of
honest.
separation work. It's not like a cold reading or like, whoa, this is crazy, like supernatural stuff that you could always like. It's just math. It's just you're always gonna find it by 6 degrees. You usually find it before then because I think by 6 degrees the numbers are like astronomical. But
Well, you guys
So-
are actually pretty close to Kevin Bacon. I actually know someone who's had dinner with him. So
Really?
that puts you at, what, 3?
3 degrees, yeah, 3 degrees to get
I
to
ate bacon once.
And that means all of you people watching right now are 4.
Yeah. Actually, no, they're equivalently 3.
Oh,
'cause,
3,
I mean,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah.
your association counts as another one. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to go through us first. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you only know Nick through us, and you remember that, motherfuckers.
You pierced the veil.
You do not get to talk to him unless you come through us first.
We pre-read all of the comments and pre-approve them
yeah.
before Nick gets to see them,
That's-
alright?
Pretty weird.
Run his Twitter account and him on the NLSS. We're basically puppeteers. But yeah, no. But I always thought that was kind of funny when I learned that. Because I mean, not that I never thought that there was any sort of like supernatural connection or whatever it is
Right.
that people hold into it. But like, it's just funny that like once you see the numbers, it's like, oh, okay, that totally makes sense. That there is literally no chance that that you aren't connected to a human in some way.
You know, you
So-
mentioned cold reading. Have you ever just seen somebody that was just so incredibly flummoxed by that concept that they just always believe it no matter how obvious it is?
Yeah,
That gets
that's a lot
really
of people.
frustrating to me.
Getting an M. It's a
Yeah.
magic. The Magic the Gathering.
Have you been playing Magic the Gathering? Yeah, it is cold reading.
You get a
is,
room
but-
full of like 200 people, and you say, "Oh, I'm getting a name that starts with a P." Like,
Yeah.
what are the odds that there would not be someone in that size? Come on.
Yeah, there's only 26 letters in the alphabet, and really, like, not even nearly that many have starting letters of names in them. So, yeah. I mean, you know what the problem with cold reading is that I hear people talk about like they'll say like, hey, I don't really put a lot of stock into horoscopes, but I read mine, and this is
And I
what it
put a lot
said."
of stock into
Yeah,
it.
I put a lot of- but then I mentioned some psychological concept that is backed by empirical data, and they're like, well, that's like basically
Yeah,
cold
there's
reading.
no
And it's like-
consensus on that shit, right?
Yeah, and it's like, come on. Is I still blame Freud. Hashtag blame Freud. Can we get that trending on Twitter, please?
I'm getting a male presence, like someone who's male. My husband was male.
And what's
Yeah.
great is some of them aren't even good enough at cold reading, so they have to bug the audience to pull data. Like, you're not even good at the thing that you've claimed your job upon. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna be a
Yeah.
charlatan, at least have some skill at it, right?
Yeah, really.
That's like a
Or at least-
pickpocket who's like, I'm really shitty at being a pickpocket, so can you just hand me your wallet?
You know, I learned, by the way, in a somewhat tangential note, you know how they call con artists snake oil salesmen?
Yeah.
So I learned, well, I don't actually know if exactly it is this, but I'm pretty sure I've made the connection here. But I'm pretty sure where it comes from is Grecian physicians believed that snakes had snakes' blood and snakes' insides had
People from Greece.
Greek?
Well, you could say the Greek, but you could also say Grecians.
It's a part of
Greece is a
speech
word?
thing, I believe.
Yeah,
I've never heard someone say Grecian before.
Yeah, you're Grecian.
I've heard it a bunch of times. I don't think it was
Yeah.
weird.
I learned something new today.
Yeah, but
Continue.
anyway, so the ancient Greeks, they believed that specifically Aristotle, but they believed that
Fuck yeah. That dude's
yeah,
awesome.
also the whatchamacallit, the symbol that we use for medicine today is the staff of a bunch of dudes. Like, they're actually two different dudes that have different staffs with snakes coiling on them. And the reason that is the case is because the Greeks believed that snakes had medicinal powers, or medicinal properties. So it's funny that has carried over for so long, since ancient Greek times, that people would still sell snake oil, claiming that it had medicinal properties, even though it totally doesn't.
Well,
So
people do take fish oil, so it doesn't seem like a crazy leap of faith to believe that.
yeah, I don't know if fish oil has any actual.
Just
Like-
has a lot of like some kind of mineral, right? Like what is it that
Does
it
it?
has?
I thought it had a vitamin.
something like that. It
Yeah.
has one thing, like a shit
vitamin.
ton of one thing or something in it.
Probably
They also
the-
taste like if you're gonna have to take fish oil pills, make sure you don't accidentally break them because they will
Yeah.
taste horrid.
They smell like asshole.
They
too.
don't
smell
burp.
like asshole.
Yeah.
There's
I got this really-
alternatives now. There's things that don't smell like ass, so you could probably
Yeah.
not take that.
It's
Alright.
ass pills, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but I think I always find it funny whenever I see things that have lasted through such a long time in history.
Like sex.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
people are still fucking doing that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
for some reason. I don't know why. It's not even that fun.
Oh god. Nick put this really funny image in my head of a cold reader guy robbing someone, like on the street. I'm getting a W. Do you have a wallet? Give me your wallet.
You've combined the two weird things I said. Okay.
That would happen. That's probably what John Edwards is doing now, since his show probably got plastered by South Park, and
That was such a great episode.
that
Do
really
you think
was.
anything
like,
really bad happened to him? Because the people that believe it against all odds.
Yeah, there are people who still believe it. Even if he says that it's bullshit, they would still believe it. I mean, a lot of the thing, and you can't blame people for this, who want to believe, because they
Yeah.
want to feel like their loved
And that's
ones
why he's a
are
scumbag, because
there.
he takes advantage of their grief.
Oh yeah, that doesn't make him not a scumbag, but I understand why people will believe it beyond everything, even if he
Yes,
admits that
yes.
it's bullshit. Like I don't blame the people. I blame him for being a scumbag, but I don't blame the people.
And what's
So.
terrible, too, is he can choose to manipulate them in any way he wants. Like, he has free range to change people's opinions about their dead loved ones.
Your father says that you're too stingy with your money. You should give it to someone who's helped you recently.
Right.
Oh, does he mean me? He might mean me. You should give me $500.
How disgusting is that someone can basically tamper with your emotional connection to someone you loved, that they have no stake in the claim at all. Like, they don't have any relevance to your life. They can just come in and mess
Yeah.
with your brain a little bit.
In fairness, it's not like a lot of other reality TV or anything like that doesn't do the exact same thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think
What do you
reality
mean?
TV is our Roman blood sports to me.
I'm not even
personally.
talking about the entertainment world of that whole thing. I just mean, like, literally the one-on-one connection that you have with somebody that's ripping you off that way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean that.
And then
yeah.
we're actually taking it to a second level by exploiting larger numbers of people, by exploiting the first people.
Yeah.
Double
Yeah.
exploitative dipping.
And we're
Hey,
putting
man.
this public perception out there that this is like okay, and it actually makes some sense and is based in something.
I mean, hey, one of the rules of capitalism is exploitation. Gotta
Yeah,
exploit.
well, I
Make
realized a few years ago that I have some issues with capitalism, but we're not going to get into that.
Oh lord.
money. Yeah.
Dangerous internet topic.
I know.
Dennis isn't here. He's not in the. Dennis is okay. We're good. We're
Yeah,
good.
well, Dennis would be my balance to this. Yeah,
Dennis would be like the mountain of the other side, like the biggest.
Dennis would be my mountain.
I was gonna make a
Game of Thrones
spoiler joke, but
Yeah.
don't. I wasn't even gonna mention the show, but we've like double almost spoilered, not spoilered anything. So you're welcome, internet. But
Actually, I wasn't even relating to that. I just realized that was close to what I was. I was actually talking about a mountain.
yeah, I know. Yeah, but it kind
live
of turned
on
that
a
way.
mountain.
Anyway, thanks for joining us on Magic, everybody.
Thank
It
you.
was a fun time, and we do it every Monday and Friday, and not on Wednesday.
Not on
we don't
Wednesday.
do it on Wednesdays.
Never a Magic episode of Wednesday.
And the next Super Bowl, I'm sorry,
Super Bowl.
is
Supra.
the next Super Bowl. Actually, I really want to see more of that game. I hope that game does really well. But the next Super Bowl is 69. Actually, are we gonna be alive? Are we gonna be alive for Super Bowl 69? Super Bowl 69.
Super Bowl.
Super
Bowl 69.
Hope so. I don't want to die before I'm 41.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's 20 years away. What do you think? Do you not know how to do math?
I think the running joke on this series is we don't know which Super Bowl it is.
Super Bowl.
The joke is we definitely know what Super Bowl it is.
It's 48.
It's 47.
What? Wait.
42.
Oh.
Thanks for watching Magic, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.